Okay, Lord Alex here, back with part 2 of my EDC video. Left off with the Leatherman Skeletool here. Great multi-tool, lighter than most, leaves out all the junk that most people don't use. Alright, for my cutting, I do a lot of cutting stuff, whether it's cord, rope, boxes, paper, tape, cut a lot of tape, and tape will gum up your knives. Boxes will dull your knives. I get tired of carrying around little small pocket knives that I had to constantly sharpen and constantly sharpen. So I carry this. The Gerber EAB exchange blade. Very small, very light. You can use it as a money clip. I keep it clipped on my back left pocket. And there's 2 blades I keep in here. Well, only one at a time, but depending on how I feel. Irwin Blue bimetal blade, the best straight utility blade you're gonna find. That'll last way longer than anything else you buy, except these. I don't know if you can see this. This is actually a serrated, very fine serrations, but it is a serrated utility blade. Now the only place I've found these is at Northern Tool and Equipment, but I prefer these in my EAB, because if you do need a sharp straight edge, the first little part here is sharp and straight. Otherwise, you have several different cutting edges all the way down the length of this. So say this part gets dull, this part is still sharp because there's a separate cutting edge here, 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 here. Yeah, you know how it works. As you can see, this one here has been through quite a bit of use. It's got some rust on it, and it's probably about time to change it. The blade's getting a little nicked up. You can't really see the serrations in the backside there. And I'm sorry if this is not the best place to do a video. Like I said, it's my first one. I will figure out a better place to set this up. Alright. Now sometimes I carry another knife even. People look at me and say, 1, 2, 3, why do you need 4 knives? Well, I like to sometimes, so I need to clean my fingernails. This is a big knife to try to clean your fingernails with. You gotta it's real heavy in the back end, and you gotta kind of hold it and you scrape here. I mean, it works, but it also looks really awkward when you're doing it. People look at you kind of funny. This one, it works. The edge is really, really pointy, and sometimes it doesn't really clean out your nails right. You can't do it with the box cutter. This is a really cool little knife I carry sometimes. I don't carry it all the time. I carry it sometimes. This is the Sanren Mew GB763, and it's an awesome little knife. I think it's made in Japan. Got some weird writing on it there, and it's got the access lock, G10 handles, deep carry, awesome knife, and guess what? Bottle opener. Anyway, like I said, I don't carry that much, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. Alright, people carry lucky coins and stuff like that. I don't have anything like that. I have something similar. Just started carrying this because somebody gave me a couple of them, made by Craftsman. It's got a couple screwdrivers around it. I call it my pry coin. Carry it in my pocket. What's it say? The greatest name in tools since 1927, made in USA. Comes in handy. I flip it. Well, flip it like that when I get bored. Pry on stuff. Screwdriver. Yeah. Carry a lighter and chapstick all the time. Don't usually carry a cherry chapstick, but it's what I happen to have today. I don't smoke anymore. Still carry a lighter. Lighters are good for a lot of stuff. Always Bic. And I always take off the stupid child safety thing. I'm not a child. I don't need any safety devices on my lighter. When I want to use my lighter, I want it to work. I don't want to have to fumble with it and maybe not strike. I don't want to put extra force on it in the winter. My fingers are hard and hurt and all that stuff. Alright. Now this, guess what? It's another knife, right around my neck. It's called the original dog tag knife. It's made out of titanium. It's like a last ditch thing. That way I'm never ever ever without some type of a knife. It's not real sharp, but it will cut something if you need it to. This is kind of a last ditch deal, whether it's, you know, in case something happens and someone removes all my knives from me, or I'm in the shower and I don't have pockets, or, you know, whatever. This thing is always, 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 always around my neck. Looks just like a dog tag, same size. It might even be lighter than a dog tag because it's titanium. Very strong, very cool. Wear it all the time. Let me see. Okay. Also around my neck, this is just a cheap necklace I got. It's kind of digital camo. Got it at a gas station. It's supposed to be one of those baseball necklaces that does something for you. But there's a tritium vial on here. Those of you who don't know about tritium, it's radioactive. It glows in the dark for a long, 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 long time. Doesn't need light, doesn't need anything. It glows because it's radioactive. Use it for compasses and night sights on guns. I do have some on my Glock. And exit signs, things like that. Doesn't put out very much light, but it has surprised me a few times. I've walked into a completely dark area and I look down and my whole chest is illuminated after my eyes have adjusted. So I don't know if I would carry this because of emergency light, but it might just so happen that it could be handy one day. I carry it just because it's really cool and I always glow in the dark. Let's see, throw that in there somewhere, you can still see it. Paracord bracelet. Been wearing this one for about 4 years, since before it was cool. You can see it's worn pretty good. You can see the inner strands here, and got a metal ring. I mean, I didn't buy it in the store. A buddy of mine made this for me a long time ago. Very stiff. He braided this thing really tight. There we go, paracord bracelet. You know what these things are. That's always on my left wrist. Found this in a store. Thought it was really cool. Decided to start wearing it. I don't know if you can read this. My phone, it'll focus here. It says "Do tough stuff." That's like my motto. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I like doing crazy stuff, tough stuff. Like camping with not much. You know, I'm definitely not a camper. Alright, that's about everything except my keys. I carry a lot of stuff on my keys. Even though my keys are not very big, there's a lot of stuff on here. First thing I have here is my belt clip. This is how I carry them most of the time. This says, what is it, Lucky Line Secura Key. This is how I carry them most of the time. Keep them up top on my belt, up high, usually under my t-shirt. And yeah, they rattle a little bit, but not bad. If I'm going to be doing more strenuous activities where this might possibly come off of my belt, I have a metal carabiner here. Home Depot or something like that. Don't trust the aluminum ones because I've had gates fail. Uncle Bill's silver grippers. Always have tweezers on me. And these, I've used these so many times I couldn't even tell you how handy these are. Car keys, house keys, P51 can opener. Doesn't get much use, but it does get used. Handcuff key, you know what those are for. And a Swiss Tech utility key. I call it my Swiss key. Got a few things on it. Don't use it much, but it does get used. And I'm running out in the 20-minute mark, so I guess I better get out of here. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for looking at all the crap I carry in my pockets. And do whatever you do on YouTube, you know, rate, subscribe, and like, and all that fun stuff. And I'll be bringing you more videos here soon.